Today we're really privileged to be down at Bushmills Distillery with Colm Egan, Master Distiller here in Bushmills in County Antrim. So Colm, you're going to talk to us about 5 different whiskies here.
Yeah, it's great to meet you, Kenny, and welcome to one of the best whisky makers in the whole world, I like to think. And as Master Distiller, I suppose I'm very privileged to be at the end of a very long line of Master Distillers. The history of whisky making here in the Bushmills area dates back over 1,000 years, way back to 1076, where it was actually mentioned in manuscripts of the local landlord giving his troops Uisce Beatha, or whisky, and going to battle. So if you were to nose Bushmills Original, and you can see really the nice light colour, but the great thing about Bushmills Original is how it draws your nose into the glass. So it's actually very friendly on your palate, very friendly on your nose. With a lot of other whiskies, when you put your nose in, you have to draw your nose away.
Yeah.
But with Bushmills, it actually draws it in. And then when you take a sip, the first thing you'll notice is how smooth and how easy it is then. And then you get this nice vanilla, fruity characters coming back up. And then you get that big, bold Bushmills fruity character that occupies your whole palate. And it just has that nice, easy, pleasant hint of honey, but mainly just nice little vanilla sits there. So it's very nice, very easy.
It's very easy drinking, yeah.
But very approachable.
And Colm, the second whisky we're going to look at here today is the Black Bush. Do you want to tell us about the Black Bush?
So if you actually compare the colour of the two, you'll see Bushmills Original has a much lighter colour, Black Bush a much darker colour. The main reason for that, Bushmills Original is mainly aged in bourbon season barrels, whereas Black Bush is mainly aged in sherry season casks.
Yeah.
So sherry season cask is that big, strong, fortified red wine. So it's like an amplification of Bushmills Original. So it's fruitier, it's spicier, it's got more floral notes.
You can get that on the nose there. There's a big difference in it.
Yeah, it's just bigger. It's just a nice, bigger whiskey, easier to, it's much more aromas coming from it. But I think it's the characteristic that it's floating. And only when it gets back to your throat then you get that lovely nutty sweetness coming up.
Okay.
So if you look at the 10-year-old, so this is really a great example of how water and whiskey. So if you can see actually how the water actually mixes in and sits at the bottom of the glass.
Yeah.
So always when you do add some water to your whiskey, always give it a little swirl. So then when you take a sip of the 10-year-old, again you get the smoothness, but now you get that nice, like a little bit of apple pie, so it's apple and pastry, and you get these lovely little honey notes and honey characteristics here.
So the next one we're going to get on to then, 16-year-old.
Yeah, so the 16 is matured actually in 3 woods. So it's 16 years in bourbon season casks. It is 16 years in sherry season casks at the same time. And then we marry it together for 6 months in a port cask. So the marriage then really is, I think you'll find it when you take a sip. It's right at the back of your throat, just here. You get that lovely warm port wine sweet finish. And again, that sweetness just drifts up. And then you get that praline and almond right in the middle of your tongue. And it drifts out then to get that honeyness on the edge of your tongue.
Beautiful.
And each time you roll your tongue, again, that big, bold Bushmills fruity character.
Very Moorish.
Yeah, you just want more and more and more. It is a great line.
Yeah.
This whiskey would win a lot of awards for us. We put this into a lot of whiskey competitions, and it does really win.
Yeah.
I think it's just a universal loved whiskey, really, by almost anybody, whether you're a whiskey drinker or not.
Yeah.
You'll find that the 21-year-old also is aged in 3 woods, but there is a difference in that it's 19 years in bourbon season barrels, 19 years in sherry season casks. We finish it for 2 years in a Madeira cask.
Christmas cake.
Yeah.
Very appropriate for this time of year. What's your favourite, or is that an unfair question?
Well, would you ask a mother which of her 5 kids she loves the best? You know, you love them all in their own way.
Yes.
So I think really I try to have my whiskey and match the occasion.
Yeah.
So like if it is a special occasion, I will have a 21 or a 16. So it's my birthday or it's Christmas or, you know, I've had a special meal that I'm out with my lovely wife or something like that.
Yes.
And as I say, the original then, great, I think, going for bars, out, you want to enjoy yourself with a few of your buddies. Blackbush, bit the same as well, but I tend to have that really when I'm at home, maybe if I'm looking at a game on TV or something like that. And then an everyday single malt really would be the 10-year-old, something like that. So Kenny, I want to, if you lift your 21 there, I suppose anyone that does a tasting with me automatically becomes part of the Bushmills family. So we're welcome to the
Thank you
family.
very much, Colin.
And my favourite toast simply goes, there are tall ships, there are long ships, there are ships that sail the sea, but the best ships are friendships, and may they always be. So, cheers now.
Cheers. Beautiful.
Nectar.